a burial first. I thought that he told me that the blessings would feel like a burial first. I thought that leveling up was supposed to feel like winning. Nah. It felt like losing everything I was comfortable with, because the next level doesn't just ask for your effort. It asks for your identity. The old you, that's the admission fee. And God will not let you carry who you were into where he's taking you. And nobody really posts about that. The loneliness in the middle. The moments where your own mind is building the case of why you should quit. And it won't even sound like doubt. It'll sound logical. It'll sound like the responsible thing to do. Your flesh will dress up a retreat like a smart decision. But bro, the enemy's best weapon was never opposition. It's the reasonable excuse to stop. Abraham had to leave everything familiar before he saw the promise. Joseph sat in the prison he didn't earn before he sat in the palace he didn't apply for. David got anointed as king, and God sent him right back to the sheep. The confirmation came first, suffering came second, and elevation came last. If it hurts right now, that's not a sign that you're in the wrong place. That's the price of admission to a room your old self couldn't afford to sit in. You're not falling apart, bro. You're being rebuilt. And the man on the other side of this is worth everything that you're losing right now. So keep moving. Not because it feels good, but because it's right.
Driving force behind your total submission to God.
Ooh, Lord, you're going to get me crying up here, Jesus. I was living in a sinful life, relationships and friendships and habits that God had been prompting me to release, but I was choosing not to release. I was being disobedient because I knew if I fully surrendered that God was probably going to get rid of the things that I cherished. And also, whatever he calls for you to release, if you don't release it after he's told you to do it time and time again, it becomes heavy. And it was one day where I decided I wanted to throw a party. And I was taking pickleback shots. I didn't swag surfing on my own couch. I was doing everything that I was doing it. I didn't need no backup, okay? And that night I tossed and turned. And the next morning God gave me a dream. And in that dream, God said, this is life or death for you. And so it's either going to be a yes or a no. Because the other thing that I learned is that I was chasing and fighting for peace, and I was never going to have peace unless I gave a yes and I followed through on my yes. And when I gave that yes, although there was turmoil that took place because hell was agitated when I gave that yes, baby, hell was pissed off. But I always say I had heaven and its angels to back me up, and they came fighting for me, okay? And then I saw the oil. I saw the overflow of oil. I saw my children picking up Bibles. I said, my baby picking, Lord, my God, on today, oh God. I saw my 10-year-old pick up a Bible and a highlighter, and she just read, and she said, Mom, I want to know who Jesus Christ is a little bit more. And the very things that I prayed for, I saw an overflow in my friendships. I saw my friends getting the things that I prayed and wore in the closet for behind them. And I said, my obedience and my surrenderance and my submission is tied to something outside of me. So y'all may see Kitty Rose on stage, but behind stage, I'm in my prayer closet. I'm warring. I'm interceding for people. I don't do the same things that I did because I serve an amazing God. And I see my mom restoring to health. I see my grandmother restoring to health. I see my family restoring to health. I see my husband in his prayer. And so that's what tied me to my surrenders, because I finally have peace. I finally have peace, and I went through hell this year. And I finally have peace. That's what made me submit, because I can't get peace from nobody in this planet, and I try to. I can't get peace from no alcohol. I can't get peace from no drugs. I can't get peace from no people, but I got peace from God. And guess what? In that peace, another thing that made me submit is I saw the thousands and the millions of people that God called me to serve. And a lot of y'all are in this room right now. That's what it was, baby.
Clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
The devil don't bother nobody who ain't got it. Your present pain is prophetic. Who washed your clothes this week? You put it in the washing machine, right? Do you know why your clothes got washed? It has an agitator. It's not the detergent. The detergent is cool, but in the washing machine is something called an agitator. You know what the agitator do? It beat them clothes clean. So when you put it in there, see, you get excited. You put your little detergent in there, and in your mind, like, oh, this is gonna have my stuff smelling good. You excited, The clothes, like, let me prepare my mind. Watch this. Because if I want to be used again, I got to go through this. So while you eating your food and watching Netflix, your clothes catching so much hell. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? I go to take my clothes out the washing machine and it won't open. Because you can't open the door until the cycle is over. And I came to speak to you. It may hurt right now, but just stay strong. Life may be whooping your butt, but tell yourself in your mind, when I come out of this, I'm going to be stronger. I'm going to be wiser. I'm going to be better. Can you praise God that there's a blessing after the storm?